As you can see, we are back to the shelves today. So I have a few things that I'm wanting to get put up. I'm going to make this a Weasley shelf. I don't really have enough items to do a Weasley home or a Weasley's Wizard Wheezes shelf. And so I kind of created a few things and I have purchased a few things, but I'm trying to make it as cute as I can with the little bit that I have to start with. And of course, as I've said in the previous videos, more items will be coming to the different shelves, but I'm not rushing into purchasing anything. It's all as I feel like it is something that would fit or something that I absolutely love. So I kind of created a few things that I thought would give us a little bit of filler through here, but I actually think I might really like it. So let's get into it. So the first thing you can see is I have taken one of the 5x7 frames and framed another image to put up over here. So the reason I do this is because I can see these from every angle. So when I walk this way, I see them from this direction, and when I'm walking in this way, I see them from this direction, and when I'm looking at them, I see them face on. So I want to make sure no matter which way you see these shelves, that you are actually seeing something that will catch your eye every which way. So on this shelf, I actually framed one of the Weasley and Weasley images that I found online. Now again, if I find one that I really like or one from the actual creator of this, I will definitely purchase it and replace it. And I'm really hoping, we have a trip coming up, that I will be able to get something to replace this one. So we will see if I can find this in the actual card version, or if I can find one that's even better. I love Mina Lima, so we're definitely going towards that direction. So hopefully we will come across another Mina Lima card that would fit perfectly in this spot, and I can replace that one. But in the meantime, let's get into the other products that I have on hand. So as I have stated before, I really do love the Department 56 items. I love the village pieces. I don't collect the people, but I do collect the actual buildings. And so the first building that I have that we're going to be using is the Burrow. This is the home of the Weasleys. If you have seen the movies or read the books, you will know about the Burrow. It is so pretty, and I love the size of it. It's not enormous, but it's perfect for these shelves. And so if you have these shelves or shelves that are very similar, these Department 56 pieces fit perfectly. So I think I'm going to start the Weasley home over on this side, and then do the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes shop and items on that side. So let's see how this goes. So to start with, I'm just going to put this in the back. Now this is one that will light up. It does have a box that goes with it. I don't have the box plugged in. I don't actually light mine. And so some of them have the little hole inside, and so I do have the little battery operated light sets that I put in there so I can turn them on. And I definitely could plug this in and turn it on, but I just really don't normally do it. I am planning on putting lights in the top of these. One of the other items that I have for the Weasley home is actually going to be the Tales of Beedle the Bard. And you can see the foiling on this. I think this set is absolutely adorable. I love the way that they were made. This actually came in a 3-piece set. They are sold individually. It looks like they are $12.99 if bought individually, but these do come in a box set. Now, they have large books of these, and then they have this set. I have the smaller set, not the giant book ones. And so I use these to decorate with on different shelves or different areas. And so I just kind of have the other two put with the collections that we're going to be decorating as I get to each one of those shelves. But in the book and in the movie, they talk about the tales of Beetle the Bard, so you can actually have your own copy of Beetle the Bard. This set actually came from Universal Orlando several years ago, but I know they have them on Amazon and places like that. I like having stuff from both directions. And so when I walk in from this way, I will see this. And when I'm from this direction, I can see that. And that's one of the things that I really like about these shelves, is being able to catch them at different angles. And then just knowing Arthur Weasley and his interest and his work about the Muggles, you will know the reference to the rubber duck. And one of our trips to Orlando, we went to Disney Springs and went and ate at some of the different restaurants and did some shopping down there. And one of my favorite places to go is the Boathouse. And they have a drink there, and I'll put a picture of it in. And so you can see the little rubber duck in the top of that drink. Well, I had to bring it home with me because, yes, I was at Disney, but it definitely works very well for Weasleys. So, and my Wizarding World collections. So I thought I would just kind of put it down here for now. Just going to kind of give it a little home there. And anyone who has read the books or watched the movies knows the reference to the little rubber duck and how it connects with Arthur Weasley. So I love him. So he's going on my Weasley shelf. And that is actually all I have for the Weasley part, sadly. But I do plan on getting a few more things. So, you know, as I find things that I feel like would fit, I definitely will be getting some to add to it. But for now, it's just going to be pretty minimal. So now we're going to get started on the other side. So as I showed in the other videos, this is one piece of, or one half of one of those photo cubes. And so I'm going to use it for a riser. And again, Department 56, I have the Weasley Wizard Wheezes shop. And this is one of my favorite pieces so far. This is one that has the hole in the bottom that I was talking about earlier. And Dollar Tree, I got the lights. I actually got these on clearance as well. I'm big on the clearance stuff. And they were in with the fall decor when they clearanced them out. And these are actually little orange leaves. But when they light up orange, and it just has this little battery pack on here, which I think is perfect for the Weasley shop. So I love that I'm able to add that orange lighting in there. So I'm just going to put the Weasley Wizard Wheezes shop in this back corner right here for now. I can adjust and move things around. As you've seen, I really like to do that. But I think it's going to go there, and we're going to work with a few other items that I have and things that I've made to bring a little more life to this shelf. One thing I knew I was going to need on this shelf was going to be something to fill in gaps. And I don't have very much from the Weasley shop either. I don't really know why. It's one of my favorite places to go into, but for some reason I never seem to bring stuff back. I do have a few things on my radar for when we go back, but for now I just kind of had to make do with what I could come up with or what I could create. And so I ended up going online and finding the boxes for some of the items that I knew I wanted to get. The decoy detonator, and it is going to be purchased when I go back, but for now I was able to find this little image, and I just kind of created a box out of cardstock to where I could have something that would represent that to start with. So I think I'm just going to kind of put it back there for now. Like I said, I do plan on getting the actual decoy detonator, so hopefully it won't be too long. And then I have a few more boxes that I made. So this is the telescope that they have. This is just one of the Weasley Wizard Wheezes signs. And so I just kind of made it into a box also. And it's got decorations all around it. Some of these I was able to find as templates that I was just able to print out and then cut out. Then we have the electric shock and shake. And then I have the Coma Chameleon. So again, some of these I found as templates and I just made them smaller and printed them out and then created the boxes. So let's see if we can make a collection with these and just kind of cover this, the front of this and the side of it. So I just kind of have these stacked in here just to kind of cover some of this area in here that's just kind of blank. When I was making my potions, I actually made a love potion. And so I have one of those, the Emertentia. If we shake it up, it does have the glitter in the bottom of it. So we're going to shake it up real good. And I did put some twine around the top of it. It has the cork. I did glue the cork in so that we don't have any spills. And then this is a printed label that I just created. And so that's what I used. And I got these little jars off of Amazon. It came with like 30 of them, I think, in a box or something. So I have a lot. But that is that one. If I could have found these at like Dollar Tree or something, I would have just gotten them there, but I didn't. And I knew I wanted a heart-shaped one, so this is the one that I ended up getting. So let's just kind of put this one in maybe here. I don't really want to cover up all of my little boxes back there, which I can see from this direction very well. Just not from the other direction, but for now let's just put it there. Then when I was making my potions, and I have the little jars from Dollar Tree, a bunch of, I think there was like 7 of these that came in a little pack. So I did the no melt snowballs, and this is just the little polystyrene balls that come from Dollar Tree, also in a bag. It comes with a huge bag. So I just made a little label and put that one on there. I also got some of the little puff balls. They came in a big bag, all different sizes for $1.25 and all different colors. So I also got these little beady bottles, and I put the tiniest little ones in here. And these are what we're calling like baby pygmy puffs or pygmy puff eggs, whatever you would like to call them. So you can hatch your own pygmy puff. I thought they were kind of cute. And we had the blue and orange in this one. We have blue and green in that one. And then in this one, this actually says Pygmy Puff Babies, but I think it would be better if it said Pygmy Puff Eggs to hatch your own. That would be something better, I think, to put on that. And this is the purple and the pink. And so I have these, and I'm going to put these up here as well. Okay, I think that's okay for now. Like I said, most of this will probably change over time as I get more items to feature and to add to my collection. Of course, we'll have to move things around to make room. One of the things from the Weasley shop that I did have to get a long time ago was a Pygmy Puff. Now, if you're wondering, this is the medium Pygmy Puff, and he has a little fuzz on his nose. Get that off there. This is the medium Pygmy Puff. They have a keychain size as well as a ginormous size. And this one actually makes noises. If you can hear him, he's put his little ear up there. And so this is the medium size one. I think he was probably close to $20, but he's so cute. You just squeeze the inside of him right there. And he has a little sound box in him. He's so cute. And so He's still talking. And so we definitely have to put our Pygmy Puff up here. Now this is the Universal Orlando or Universal Studios brand. They do have them also by Noble Collection, but I don't have a Noble Collection one, so we do have this one from Universal. So we may just kind of put him over here in the middle. He's a big boy compared to the house, but if you know about the Pygmy Puffs, one of the things in the Weasley shop that they have are the Pygmy Puffs, and Ginny Weasley, the little sister, is really wanting one. And so the Pygmy Puff is definitely a Weasley thing. And then I went to Dollar Tree and found these little, they were actually for like the little terrariums. Again, $1.25. It's got a flat bottom and it's got the opening here, and then it's got a little spot here, and I'm assuming it's so that you can put like air plants in it, or maybe some little succulents in there, and then possibly have a way to kind of like spritz the top of them or something there. Not really sure what they're intended for. They may just be for decor. I don't know. I am actually going to use this for a Pygmy Puff nest. And so you can see these are some of the balls that were also in that bag. They come in so many different sizes. Let's see if we can pull out several different ones here for you to see. But they come in several different sizes. And so the little bitties are the ones, oh, that's not even the smallest. Hang on. We have another one that's even smaller. This is the one I had to start with, and this is the little bitty. So the little bitty is the one that is actually in the Pygmy Puff jar. And then this is like the next size. So I just put a whole bunch of them in here in a whole bunch of different colors. And I thought, well, I'll use that for, let's just call it a nest. So these can be, you know, them as babies after they've hatched. So I ended up adding just a little zip tie to the top of this because I wanted it to hang. And I actually already put a command hook up here that's facing forward. When anyone walks by or the fan blows it, then this tends to move and swing. And I didn't want it to do that. I wanted it to be facing forward to where you could see everything really good. And so I ended up putting just a little twisty tie up here. So I just took one of those and I wrapped it around the bottom, and then I made a little loop up on the top. And so I'm just gonna hang it up here. I think that's good. And I really like the colors of it with all the Weasley stuff. And I ended up finding this little hair tie on Amazon, and it was made by the Carrot Shop. And it is a Pygmy Puff, and it actually has like a little rubber face, which is much different than the little cloth face on this one. And this one is so super soft. It actually was a hair tie, and I actually just like cut the little tie off the back and put it in there because when I first put it in there, I couldn't make it sit, but then I decided to make that into the nest, and so it would have sat just fine tucked in there. So we just kind of have him tucked in the front there, like he's in the nest and he's kind of the face of the group. Maybe he's the protector. I don't know. But anyway, he's definitely cute. And you can see all the other colors in there with him. So I think that is a great little addition to the Weasley shelf. And then I just have a couple of more things. I actually got these off of AliExpress or AliExpress. I'd never ordered from them before, and I started seeing a few things come up, and I thought, I'm gonna make one order and see. So I ended up ordering some pins and some different items to be able to just put on shelves, and I really wanted to see like the quality as well as the price and everything else. And I know this is a replica or a knockoff of one that were made by Noble Collection. The Noble Collection has the Bubble Boy and the Puking Pastels Girl. They are in the shop. If you go to the Wizarding World in Orlando, you can actually see both of them. But I knew I wanted a set. Now they do make them, and they're about $100 a piece. And they're big, they're bookends. And I knew I wanted a set, but I knew that set was too big, and I really didn't think I wanted to pay $100 a piece for that. And so I ended up finding something on AliExpress, and I was very surprised. And so I ended up finding miniature ones. And these are actually perfect size for my shelf. And so I ended up getting the Bubble Boy, which you can see he's very colorful. He's very shiny. I love how you can see through the bubbles. And I mean, he's just amazing. Like, I wasn't expecting it to come in and be as nice of an image as what this is, but it actually is spot on to what they were showing in the picture. So I was very surprised. So I knew I wanted him for my Weasley shelf, but if I had him, I knew I had to have the Puking Pastels girl. So we got her too. And you can see she is more of a muted color, which is, again, the correct way. Now, her hair is shiny, but of course, her skin and clothing and stuff is more of a matte finish, which is accurate. And so I knew I had to have these when I saw them. Now, like I said, these are the perfect size for my shelves. If I was actually using these for bookends, I would definitely need to get the ones that came from the Noble collection. But because I'm not, and I just need something for this shelf, I knew this would be the perfect size. So I just kind of put those right there for now. Again, like I said, I know all of this stuff will be moving, and as you know from the other two shelves that we have made, they have both changed since we actually created them. But this is currently all that I actually have for this shelf for now, and I am trying to do other videos other than just the shelf videos. The one that I did last showing the new wands that I received, that one seems to be doing a little bit better than the actual, display and decorate and putting up an actual shelf for different areas. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check that one out to see the new house wands. They're not actually new, they're just new to me. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here. We really appreciate you. Make sure you check out the other videos and give this a like if this is something that you would like to see. If there's something that you would like for me to get to add to my shelf, or something that you can recommend, please leave me a comment down below. And with that being said, have a wonderful day, and we love you.